Trim some roses today. Okay, so we have all these roses vining on our chicken coop. I think it's really pretty. Eventually they'll kind of go over and give shade to the chickens in the summertime. What we have to do this time of year, right before springtime, last day to trim back all your roses and your wisteria. So we have this cage because the deer love the roses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the cage. I'm going to trim back everything on the bottom portion because what we want to do is have the energy to the plants go towards the top. Eventually what I want to be able to do is take off these cages and just have the blooming flowers on top so the deer kind of won't touch it and it'll just be kind of like stalk of the roses. So maybe a few years from now, but for right now what we're going to do is we're going to trim a bunch of the lower fresh growth and make sure all of it keeps going up. We want like the energy in the plant to keep going up and around the trellis. So I'm going to share with you how I do that. Next up, I'm going to use some of this tape that we use. It's like a green plant tape. You just pull it and stretch it. Just pull and break it and set it up to where you want to pull the plants. I'm going to take this big one right here. Be careful not to poke myself. So I'm going to tie one probably to about here. I'm going to get this side and I want it to make it grow upward this way. I'm going to pull it kind of tight. Get underneath all this. And next up is we're gonna fertilize. I'm just gonna dig at the base and put some in there because we have a ton of rain coming. It's a perfect time to fertilize and trim this all up. Another tip is you want to make sure that all your irrigation is all ready and in place for the springtime for when it stops raining. I'm gonna put about half a lid full and I'm just gonna sprinkle it in here. And then cover it. This is my irrigation line that I'm going to check on and just make sure it's right here, right in a good spot. What we normally do is we stick them, we put a rock over it to make it stay. Okay. This section of the rose looks beautiful.